Welcome to episode 75 of New Money Talks.
Nice and easy. You got it.
Cool.
Today we got Dylan, Fusco, whatever you want to call it.
Tomato.
You got the standout brother right here.
Yep.
He's the founder of Kamotí. It's a green tea shot.
RTD. Ready to drink.
Ready to
shot.
drink.
I like that.
Nice. So it's just pretty
I'll update you on the lingo.
a shit ton of green tea shots in a bottle.
Yeah.
And people can't order this online, correct?
You could.
Oh, you
can?
could?
Yes.
Oh,
We
okay.
don't deliver it to every state, but most of them.
Like you like GoPuff and stuff like that, can you? Or you on GoPuff, DoorDash, this type of shit?
No. Oh, we're on
Drizzly, whatever.
yeah.
Drizzly, yeah.
Oh shit.
I think Drizzly's through like Uber or something like
Yeah.
that. Drizzly, Kamotí.
Yeah.
The link will be in the description.
Yeah.
So check it out.
Founder Kamotí, been doing it for years. Pretty sick brand. We'll talk about that. You also started a short guy basketball,
Short
hoop basketball company.
Yeah.
Pioneered it.
Pioneered the idea of like not 10-foot baskets, but 8-foot baskets.
Yeah.
And also was head of sales at a design company called like
Custom apparel.
Custom Apparel Company,
Yeah.
right? So I'm excited to be on this one because this one's pretty sick. Usually it's all e-commerce guys we have on this thing. So
Yeah, it's a little different.
we don't have any like liquor
Yeah.
brands.
Yeah.
You guys are in what states?
New Jersey, Delaware, Michigan, Rhode Island, Connecticut, and Tennessee.
So a lot of like college states. That's the idea.
Yeah.
I want like if you want, spend like a few seconds, like 90 seconds, just tell people who you are, what you do, and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I said something, but I probably butchered the shit out of it. So
It was good. Yeah.
we'd love to hear what you got.
Yeah. So I'm Dylan Fusco, CEO and founder at Kamotí. I don't know what else you want to say.
What? How'd you get here?
Yeah, how the hell did you get here?
Jokester.
No, how'd you come up with the idea for Kamotí?
Okay.
What is Kamotí and stuff like that? Where you guys at?
Yeah, so the idea for Kamotí came from, my days down the Jersey Shore, fist pumping and all that stuff.
At DJs?
I've come a long way. It's actually where I became friends with my business partner.
At DJs?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I just threw that out there.
Yeah, actually. We would just be at the bar though, ordering 10, 20, sometimes 50 green tea shots at once. And like, I'm not even kidding. We had all my friends and all my boys around, and we would just order them in bulk just to have them because it would take so long to get them, right? Because you know how packed the bar gets.
For sure.
So we would order them in bulk, and like, the bartender fucking hated you. Like, come on, bro. Like, really?
50 shots.
They tasted different every time, how many spilt, this and that. It was just a mess. And we spent a lot of time waiting still. So that's when I was just like, it was like a selfish idea. I was like, this would just be better in a bottle ready to pour. And then, when I started thinking about it, like, wait, the bartender's going to be happy because they're ripping them out quick, which means they could serve more customers, get more tips.
Yeah.
Right. So wait, they're serving more customers. That also means the bar is also making more money. So I was like, wait, if I'm going to be happy and the business is going to be happy, like this is a win for everyone,
That's the sales pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
when you walk in, yeah.
Yeah. So, that's what I would be selling in the bars for sure.
Yeah.
But, that was where the idea came from. And then you started thinking about it. The only place you have these shots are at the bar because no one wants to go to the store and buy the 3-4 ingredients to make it. And no one wants to be the guy making them all night. Right. So the only time you would have them was at the bar. I was like, wait, now we could have them at the pregame, the postgame, the tailgate. So I was just like, I'm just drinking shots everywhere at the podcast. Right.
We're going to open it up.
We're gonna have some
for
later.
sure.
So that was just like, you know what? That's great. And then, that's how that got going. And then that's when I started really to think about Kamotí as a brand. My partner and I were like, wait, Kamotí's more about what made green tea shots popular in the first place. And that's that they're low ABV. And they taste good. Low ABV is the alcohol by volume, meaning there's less alcohol in a shot.
What's it usually?
We're 20%. Vodka's probably like 40. Sometimes they go up to 50, 60%. So the reason why you like them is because it's not as much as of a burn. You could take them. And
It tastes good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say like alcohol is never going to taste good.
It tastes like better.
Yeah, it tastes better.
Yeah.
It's easy to get back, But
it takes more of them.
yeah. And that's another thing too, though, because shots are fun. Like, you see your friends, you want to do shots and stuff like that, but you can't be doing 5-10 tequila shots,
Yeah.
I mean, people do it. I've done it.
But you feel it.
Yeah.
You regretted the
Regretted it
morning
that
after.
night and the next morning.
The next 5 minutes after that.
Yeah. So, Kamotí's all about that. That's our tagline, all chill, no chaser. Like, it's a play on words. Like, you don't need to chill. You just need to chill these. You don't need a chaser.
Gotcha.
And also, like, you as a person, you're just chilling. You're not chasing a good time. You're just having a good time. So, like, The shots are more about making the shot occasion more inclusive, meaning if you're in a group of 10 people who doesn't like tequila, who doesn't like whiskey, who doesn't do shots, you pull out 10 Kamotis, I'd say like 9 out of 10
That
times.
sounds good. 10 Kamotis.
Yeah, let me get 10 Kamotis. 9 out of 10 times, everyone's going to be down to do that. So you get more people involved in the shot occasion.
So what's in a green tea shot? I'm just curious.
Normally, it's Irish whiskey, peach schnapps, and sour mix.
It's sour mix.
And sometimes a splash.
Like,
of
what's the
Sprite.
usual whiskey they're putting in?
They use Jameson was the pioneer here. That was the first one, and now bars are going to cheaper and cheaper options to save money.
For sure.
Yeah.
Got it. So this pretty much has the mixture of that in the bottle.
Yeah, so we don't use Jameson, obviously. We use a whiskey from our bottler.
Okay.
That has their own.
Got it.
Yeah.
And then what's the white one?
White tea is the same premise, except it's vodka.
Okay.
Based. Yeah. So they've become more popular recently, and I think it's because most people drink vodka club as their primary drink, so you don't want to mix alcohol. So white tea is a way to have the green tea shot, but with vodka.
So it tastes like a green tea shot with vodka.
Yeah. Ours, we wanted to differentiate the two a little bit, so we put like the slightest hint of coconut. Like some people might not like coconut, but it's so faint that you won't even taste it, But it's good. It's very
For
good.
sure. So like people like, for example, you're in Hoboken or something.
Yeah.
Are they being like, I want a green tea shot, or are they saying I want a Kamoti? How
Yeah,
does that
so we
work?
struggle with that. It's a good thing and a bad thing, right? So I have had I've been in accounts, like major accounts. I just don't know if I'm gonna say them by name.
Yeah, no, you don't have
Yeah,
to.
yeah,
Don't
yeah.
even worry
That's
about
fine.
it. We're not gonna cut it out. That was just funny. That was a clip. That's funny. You don't gotta
I
say
don't
the
want to
name.
show like favoritism. So I've been
Yeah.
in major accounts, down the shore that move the hell like a shit ton of green tea shots. And people come up to me like, "Oh, I heard you started this liquor brand. I haven't tried it yet." I'm like, "Oh, did you go to so and so bar?" It's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Did you have a green tea shot?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like,
Then
"So
you
you
tried
had
it.
Oh
So-
shit.
They're selling hundreds of cases a month, 50 cases a month sometimes, some other bars, and people don't even know they're drinking it.
Yeah.
So
So they're using it as like when someone orders a green tea shot, they're just putting this in pretty much.
Yeah.
They're not even mixing anything.
yeah.
Got you.
So but it's a good thing because one, customers don't even know the difference.
And it saves the bartender time and everything.
Yeah. But we're working on that now. We just went through a whole rebrand, so now the goal is to really get like the brand out there and get people familiar
So did
with
you change the
Kamoti.
name and everything?
So actually from the start, we were called Hoshi.
Hoshi.
So I guess the background on the name of the Kamoti, most people ask what the hell's a Kamoti. I was a crazy little kid. So I was into all those shows and stuff like that. My dad like
Like
Dragon
Yu-Gi-Oh
Ball,
and shit. Dragon
Pokemon,
Ball. Yeah.
I never got into Yu-Gi-Oh, but Dragon Ball, RP Akira Toriyama, the creator, just passed away.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But yeah, I was into all that stuff. I would tell my dad about it, and he thought I was speaking another language. So he started calling me Hoshi Komodo. And to this day, he calls me Hosh.
Really?
So yeah, we were thinking of a name, and I went with Hoshi at first, but and then Star in Japanese. So there was a lot of companies with the same trademark, and one was I think there was like a couple alcohol brands with the same name actually.
Wow.
And we're trying to scale this thing, so we're like, we want the trademark for the name, so we wound up pivoting. And we combined the mascot was always a Komodo dragon, so we combined the Komodo with Kamotí, and we named our mascot Hoshi in honor of the original name. So
That's a good name. Kamoti though?
yeah, I love it. I really do. I'm happy with it. It's cool to say. It's fun to say, and I think it's like sexy. It's elevated. I can see it like on a menu.
Did you ever think about replacing the I with an EA, like T?
Yeah.
Now
I
he's
spent
like,
a lot of
fuck.
time thinking about that. Yeah. So we used to have the I as the dot was the tea leaf,
Oh, okay.
but I envision moving past tea flavors too. So I was
Okay.
like, you know what? I don't want to pivot ourselves. Corner ourselves. So
Thinking ahead, yeah.
yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that makes
I think
a
it
lot of
gets.
sense.
I hope it gets the point across.
Yeah.
For now.
Yeah.
If you were to if someone wanted to get into this whole world of alcohol,
Yeah,
and
where do you even
alcoholic
start with
beverages,
this shit?
well, first of all, would you recommend someone get into it if they're super passionate about this space, or is there just so much stuff that you've learned and that you've like gone through behind the scenes, behind the curtains that you're like, I wouldn't recommend this to
That's
anyone?
a great question.
Yeah.
If you're I would only recommend it if you're extremely passionate about it, right? I'm extremely passionate about it now, but maybe because I'm forced to be, looking back, it's the amount of time and effort and work that has to go into it. It's not like a tech business or anything else, technology or this is very labor intensive. Not gonna lie. Like I was just in Tennessee last week. I'm gonna be in Rhode Island Monday. The week before that, I was in Connecticut.
What are you doing all this traveling?
I'm just working with the distributors, selling.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like it's not like you get, even if I have the best digital marketing campaign, I can't even get conversions.
Because
You
they
know what I
can't
mean?
buy the site, right?
Yeah. We
Yeah.
deliver to some states, and even that, people buying alcohol online is kind of like foreign. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone, it's a ritual people have. We go to a party, stop at the liquor store. Like no one's really buying alcohol online right now. So that's what I will say. I think there's, I don't want to say easier, that there's more efficient ways to get what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
But if you're really passionate and you want to build a brand and you want to stand, you have something to stand behind, then I would say go for it.
What were like some of the toughest things that you've had to face in building this out? Like, was there ever a moment where you were like, fuck, like I should call it quits?
Oh yeah, when I had this idea, I thought I was gonna walk in the bars and they were gonna like kiss me on the cheek, like thank you, like this is the best idea ever. But like, you know, it's a struggle, and it's not. It's as a business owner, as a bar owner, like you're getting pitched new products every day, so you need to be very selective.
So how does that work? Like
Yeah.
in the middle of the day, is like a sales guy just walking in being like,
dude.
yo, you want to buy this?
Yeah.
All day, really?
Yeah, and like I'm talking, so there's multiple distributors too, and then there's multiple teams within the distributor, right? So there's like don't quote me on this, anyone out there in the industry, but there's like a whiskey rep, and then there's a wine rep from the same distributor, and then there's a whole nother distributor who sells certain products. So these people are talking to different reps like all day.
And are these guys literally walking into like these bars and stuff and just trying to sell?
Yeah, no, so they have to go in there to take the orders and check on the account and support the account, and then they have to try and squeeze in selling new
like
products
other
and,
stuff.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Yeah.
that's tough.
Yeah, so that's why it's really hard for a alcohol startup to get that frame of mind.
What's been like some successful ones like in this startup type of phase? Because I'm like, I don't even know how you become successful in this. Like, it's so freaking hard, you know?
Yeah.
Because you're dealing with like the vodka of the world, the Jamesons of the world, like these big freaking like. Who's won like other than like The Rock and like these big like you know what I mean, like those guys, whatever, like how the hell do you win in this world? I'm very curious.
So you're asking like what other startup was able to get
do well, you know what I mean?
Screwball.
What's it called?
Screwball?
What is
peanut butter whiskey?
No.
So they were the first of their kind.
You would know. You're at Adidas all the fucking time.
No, they're actually, I don't even think they're sold.
I'm fucking with you.
It was a peanut butter whiskey, but he started in his hometown in San Diego.
Okay.
Got it going out there, and then expanded, and then like linked up with a good importer, and he got it.
So what does he do to like what did he do to make it work?
He was doing like, you know, almost to a sense what I'm doing. He's just going out,
just knocking on doors all day.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So you're doing it yourself, but you also probably got people who you're hiring, you're paying to do it as well.
I'm CEO. I have my co-founder who's president, you know, but my day-to-day is so tied up now. It's hard for me to even do it. I do it as much as I could.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that's what we're doing a fundraising round. That's part of what it's going to go to hire reps to.
Yeah.
Be
for sure. Because like you guys have raised, like I don't know if I want to talk about how much money, but you guys have raised a decent amount of money to start this up.
For sure, through friends and family, and now we're doing our first round of funding through Start Engine crowdfunding. Actually,
got you.
How do you like convince friends and family to give you money for something that they have no idea whether it's going to work or not?
For Yoshi.
So luckily, we are the first. Or one of the first, I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there any competitor to this?
I think there's a couple similar products out there.
But like, there's no big name of it.
No, not yet. No.
That's pretty sick. Maybe on New Money Talks, this thing blows up.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's why I'm out here.
Are you thinking about getting over in Florida?
Yeah, so Florida's a prime market for us. We want to be there.
Like a Fort Lauderdale, Miami, this type of stuff.
The whole state.
Tallahassee.
We should go to Komodo in Miami.
Yeah, that would be
Komoti, Komodo.
Hit me up.
Komodo times Kamotí.
Yeah.
We got a cocktail for you.
You got a cocktail going.
Yeah. But yeah, it's frustrating though, because there's probably places in Florida that would order me right now. But
you have no idea. Oh, you can't.
Yeah, I need distribution. You need distribution for each state.
So, like, how does that work with all the states, all the distribution licenses and stuff?
Yeah, you need a separate one for each state. Some distributors have multiple states.
So, is it your license or their license?
You operate under theirs. I have my own liquor license in New York, but yeah, you need to use theirs.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but you know, we can't like just jump into a distributor, and distributors aren't eager to take on new products because they just don't have the bandwidth to. And they're doing like being fair to you. Like, I'm not going to take your product in signed this
If I
agreement with
can't
you, and I
sell it.
can't even. I'm not even going to be able to give you.
What happens if they don't sell the shit and it just sits in like their warehouses?
It depends on the state. Like that's the thing with alcohol. The laws are different, but depending on the state. So you either have to pay to get out of it, someone has to buy you out of it, or some states you could have multiple distributors. So it really varies by state.
Sounds like a mess and a half.
Oh, yo, dude, it's crazy. That's what I was saying in the beginning. Like,
stick to e-commerce.
stick to drop shipping, whatever the hell you got going on. Yeah, for sure.
Damn, that's crazy. No, because like you see the product, you walked in, I was like, oh shit, this actually like this is put together. This is not like bullshit. This is legit as hell.
Yeah.
But then it's like, all right, how do you get this from like creating a product to actually like a big freaking company? It's not easy. It's years.
Yeah, years.
Yeah,
and you know, there's big players and partners that will work with you, but you got to prove the concept, right? I'm still, you know, we proved the concept in Jersey. I'm going to prove it in a couple more markets, and then that's probably when I can partner.
Can you talk about how many of these you sold?
Since inception, over 10,000.
Nice.
Probably closing on 11,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And that equates to how many shots?
So there's about 17 shots in a bottle. Oh, so 11,000 cases.
Yeah, cases.
Yeah.
Can I pull out my calculator?
Yeah, pull it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See how many, that's
We'll
a good
do some
point.
live math right here.
Yeah,
That's going to be the title of the title of the video.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good, yeah.
Say,
Yeah, this
we're,
is
selling-
we're rounded up to 11,000. We might be a little bit under that. But
Yeah.
that's fine. 11,000 times 12. 2.2 million shots.
Jeez.
That's,
Wow.
That's cool.
That's pretty
I didn't realize
sick.
that. Yeah.
2.2, the brand that sold 2.2 million shots so far.
Yeah, green tea shot so
Yeah.
far.
And don't forget my friend White Tea.
Yo,
Yeah.
I love that. I'm a White Tea guy. That's
Which
why.
one?
Yeah.
Which one came out first? So they came
Green
out
tea,
together. Green tea.
Yeah, and it's still more popular. Just in general, green tea shots are more popular. White teas are.
I feel like he did the white tea just because he wanted the white tea. He's like, I wanted this.
You gotta have more than one
Mike will
product.
tell you that for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But no, we see this happening. It's going to gain a lot of popularity because more people drink.
Well, because
vodka.
probably once like you sell this in the store, then it's like, yo, we got another one. Try this one type of thing.
Yeah, and I think vodka is more popular than whiskey.
How much do they sell a shot of this for?
I've
Obviously, it
seen
ranges,
like
but,
happy
like-
hour. So I've seen like $4, $5, but like I've seen as high as $12, $13.
Like in New
Yeah.
York.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah.
New York shots, I think now are like $16, $17.
Yeah,
That's
man.
crazy.
nuts.
Yeah.
So they're making like $300 on the bottle.
Yeah, they're doing okay over there.
Was this I'm assuming this wasn't the first business that you started.
No, I got started early in entrepreneurship. My dad was an entrepreneur, so
What'd your dad do?
he's a dental tech, so he started his own lab. So he makes like when you go to dentist need a crown or a false tooth, he makes the tooth for the dentist.
Oh,
to
wow.
put in
That's
your mouth.
Did he go to dental school?
Not dental school, but the school to be dental tech.
So he makes
school.
like the fake teeth,
Yeah.
like the crown or whatever.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, it was cool. And so I guess like in my mind, they would ask me in school what I wanted to be. Always they said entrepreneur. I didn't even think I knew what it meant, but I just knew my dad was.
Yeah.
But yeah, so my first business I started was when I was 18, turning 19 in college. It was the first ever low rim basketball league. So
That's crazy.
Yeah, we set the rims to 8.5 so everyone could dunk, but we added video highlights, video interviews, like standings, stats. Social media was just like getting going, but we
What year was
were
this?
on that shit. You know, people were like talking shit on Twitter. It was cool.
What year?
What year is this?
2012.
Oh, damn. That's
Yeah.
12 years ago.
Yeah, dude,
Wow.
if we did this now, man, because I put out one Facebook status. My friend Marco did.
Facebook status tells that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what it is, bro.
I know, that's what people
I'm playing it for the
saying,
clip.
bro.
I'm playing it for the
He
clip.
put out a Facebook status.
What's going on, New Money Talks fam? Just want to give a huge shout out to our sponsors over at MediaGlobe.io. Media Globe is an agency account provider for Facebook and TikTok agency accounts. They even provide Google agency accounts. So if you are a Facebook, TikTok, or Google marketer, you have probably experienced one of many issues like profile bans, ad account bans, ad rejections, ID verification disapprovals, spend limits, and the list goes on and on. And if you want the solution to all of those problems in one place, you have to check out Media Globe. With their agency accounts, you get unlimited spend access. You not only get access to unlimited spend accounts, you get exclusive support from the major advertising channels. You can receive whitelisted assets, meaning that they are almost bulletproof from getting disapproved, banned, rejected, or any of that fun stuff. And you get one-on-one support with their team of multi 8 and 9-figure advertisers. So again, whatever problem that you're facing with your paid media, whether it's for your e-commerce business, your lead generation business, your service-based business, if you're advertising on social media. You need to check these guys out today at mediaglobe.io or visit the link in the description of this video and check them out there. Now let's get back into the podcast.
Status, and we got, I think, 12 teams the first season.
With one Facebook status?
One Facebook status. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, bro. I was like, all right, sign them up.
Hey, where were they playing? Like,
Well, we had a gym. It was called Fast Break. And we had, so they had a court, like a court, and then they had the two ones like this. So we just lowered those. The court was smaller too.
We just played with two, like
4 on 4.
twos at a time type of thing.
Yeah, 4 on 4s. It was sick, man. You had so our slogan was "Be a Pro," and this was when social media just came out. So no one was used to being filmed. We were filming this, so people were like taking this serious. Nobody wanted to get dunked on, get crossed up. Like I was breaking up more fights than anything. I was like a referee more than anything.
You guys had refs at the games and
we
everything?
had refs too. They got the brunt of it, man.
Oh man,
because it was a hard league to officiate.
This is like in New York, right?
Yeah,
like Queens, Staten Island, like Brooklyn.
Yeah,
that makes it tough.
Tough dude, man. Yeah. We had some beasts in that league, but the refs definitely they got a lot of shit, man. Because it's hard. Like, think about these refs. They're reffing Staten Island basketball league games. No one's like dunking and stuff. These games, people are like at the rim dunking. So it's hard to make those calls. But but it was cool. But the next season we had 32 teams. And that's because that's only the max I could take. We could have had more.
These are teams of. These are like 4, or there's like 8 a team where 4 are actively playing?
8 was the roster limit, but 4 on a court at once.
Yeah. There's like a coach too?
Some teams had coaches.
That's crazy.
Like their one friend that's not good at basketball, they would just take the coach. They would come dressed in suits sometimes. Yeah, it was cool.
And like, how long is the season?
We did 8 games and then playoffs.
So you just kept doing 8 games over and over
Yeah,
and over
I would do
again?
a winter and a summer league.
Damn.
Yeah.
And you were in college?
I would finish wrapping the league up and shoot right down to the shore. So that's where I got the green t-shirt.
You go down to DJs.
Yeah. And you're making money with this the whole time.
Yeah, so the league wasn't making that much money. It was more like a hobby. It got all the people. I knew everyone in the league, so everyone was hanging out. It was great. But and
you were in college though doing this.
Yeah. I get for college it was good money. You know what I mean? But then that's where the next business came from. From there, we realized the money was in uniforms. So
because you were saying like they had nice uniforms all like the teams, right?
Yeah, fully. It's called sublimation, so you can literally print whatever. So
what's it called?
Sublimation.
Yeah,
instead of like embroidery or stitching, it's just printed right on the uniform.
Oh damn.
So we would do a theme each year. We would either do NBA or we would do college. So everyone got to pick from one of those teams, and we would make the uniforms. And I don't know if it was cool with trademarks and all that, but we did. Yeah. Then we switched it to all the uniforms just said Dream League on it. That was the name of the league.
Do you know Jersey Champs?
No.
You never heard of Jersey Champs?
No.
It's this guy from Jersey who he went to Rutgers. Maybe he's like, I don't know, late 20s. And he had a company selling like nice custom jerseys.
Sweet.
But if you take like Looney Tunes and like the Knicks and like make a nice jersey, or like Drake and like this type of stuff, and he made like millions selling these type of things.
He came up with the designs.
I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Like our company was we didn't do anything. You told us what you wanted, so it was kind of cool to some of the stuff people would think of. You know what I mean? They get real creative for sure.
What are the legalities with that? If someone gives you a design that's copyrighted and you print it, then like, are you liable? Or I mean, if it's such low quantities, like no one's finding out.
Yeah, it's definitely. We would avoid that stuff at all costs. Normally, stay away from that.
Yeah. So if you were running back like that type of league, but you were starting it now, like in this era of social media, is there anything you would have done differently to like monetize it more effectively?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why we pivoted as well, because we had the great idea, everyone loved it, and we just couldn't figure out a way to scale it. Right?
Isn't it like that like fake like college basketball league now? Like rather than going to college, you could play like kind of pro, but it's not
really?
pro.
Yeah,
I forgot the name of it. But there's a lot of guys doing that right now. Like out of high school going to that thing, and like they look like they're making a shit ton of money.
Really?
Or like
they might be. Yeah.
You know, like the XFL. There was like the kind of like the non-professional indoor football league. Like they look like they make money. I don't know.
The XFL?
Yeah.
But I don't even think it's
it doesn't exist.
Anymore.
No, it doesn't exist.
Yeah, maybe you could make like short-term money, but like to your point, it's monetizing. I don't even know how many viewers are you gonna get? Like your mom,
get sponsors.
I don't know. You'd be surprised if you look at like any of the highlight, like the basketball highlight companies on like YouTube,
stuff like that.
Yeah, like YouTube, Instagram, like just on sponsorships, on AdSense, all that. Like they're making millions of dollars.
Yeah, that's true.
It's hard though. Like they probably built it out over a decade.
That would have been. We didn't even have TikTok yet. Like,
that's why I was saying today.
So maybe now I would have. That's probably.
Well, you barely had Instagram in 2012.
Yeah. So what originally what we were trying to do was, we were the first league. I want to say the first league doing this, but we were the first league doing it at this level where we had video stats every single game, right? And that is what made it feel more professional.
Yeah.
And the website and the standings. So we were trying to scale that part of the business and offer those services to any league, right? So any league could technically be a dream league where you could be playing in your regular softball league, but now you use our services, you get stats, video.
Oh, so it's more like media and stats.
That's what we were trying, because we couldn't. The league, like running a league, can't really be scaled, right? Because you could. I guess I don't know the answer, but.
You could like charge more per team or something like that.
Yeah, but like, what's to stop someone just running their own league? You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Yeah. And like, why would you So
like, how much are you gonna eventually pay? Like, can you pay $5,000 for a team?
Yeah, how much are you gonna charge a team? And it's like, I know all these kids. Who's not paying me? Like, you know what I mean?
You know who's paying, who's not paying. Yeah.
And it's like, it's really difficult to run a team. Like, a lot of people like want to sign up as individuals. It was just
Oh, so you had like friends of yours trying to copy and type of stuff like that?
Oh no, we had some copycats for sure. Yeah.
You gotta get like a bunch of like middle-aged rich guys and then just have them all just pay a premium and then pull like half the money into like a lottery and then pay the winning teams.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
High
stakes.
Stakes.
Could do it. High stakes. Yeah.
At the end of the day, the only sports league that's gonna make a lot of money is gonna be the professional. Like, who don't wants to watch the second best, or the rims are at 8.5.
True.
You know what I mean?
Somehow college basketball is big as shit though.
No, yeah.
I love college basketball.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the kids
they care more.
Yeah, they have
bit.
stuff to play for. They haven't made it yet.
For sure.
Yeah.
So you like your whole life, like your whole adult life, you've been an entrepreneur pretty much.
Yeah, I think I worked for like CBS Sports for like a couple months. I went on a ton of job interviews. Like, I wasn't landing them. I was just like, screw it.
Yeah,
fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that.
Do my own shit.
Yeah.
I'm curious because you say like it's tough running this business. Like, what are you doing day to day? Like, give me like an example. Like yesterday, what'd you do the whole day?
See, like I don't even remember my day to days anymore.
You're just partying.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't even like. I go out and like grab drinks and stuff like that, but don't even have time to.
Yeah.
It's like more like work now. Drinking and stuff.
You have a bunch of employees and everything too.
Not a bunch. No, we only have two sales reps, and then we have a consultant.
Well, yeah, because I guess once you make it, now you just got to sell it. So what employee do you need?
We're raising money to hire more.
You need sales guys.
Yeah. Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And like what is it? What does a sales rep do for this type of thing? Like just every day, another bar?
So they're going into accounts, and it's a two part, like two sides of it, right?
Okay.
You either have to go into accounts that don't have us yet and try and get them to order, or accounts that are already ordering us, making sure they're happy. How can we help and support their business and help them move product?
Retention,
like POS, promos, stuff like that.
Big marketing stuff like hats, t-shirts, sweaters, that type of stuff too.
Yeah, because our product's in there. They want to sell it. We want to sell it. So like we kind of work strategically with
and this is mostly being done like in person.
Say that again?
This is mostly being like sold like in person at these bars or virtually over the phone, email?
Yeah, no. So the actual orders are placed through like text message or phone call to the distributor. We don't take orders.
Yeah.
Our distributor takes the orders.
Oh, you don't take any orders?
No.
Oh, shoot. Got it.
Our customer technically is the distributor.
So like what are your sales reps doing? Like is it more, it's all digital? Like they're calling, emailing,
in
or
person?
Yeah.
So your sales rep's job is to convince that bar to call your distributor and buy more.
Yeah. But they could like set up meetings with the distributor and stuff like that. Yeah.
It's like a multi-step process.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, no, that's the thing with alcohol too.
Yeah.
It's like these bars are personable businesses. They want to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Like they're not doing stuff over, like some are, but the majority of the business is based off relationships.
I have a question like a brand like a High Noon type of thing, right?
Yeah.
How does High Noon get into so many stores so fast, so easily type of thing?
I think High Noon got into so many stores so fast.
Obviously, like
Do you think the stores were reaching out to them or?
Yeah, at one point, stores were just calling the distributor like, hey, people are asking for this. We need this.
I wonder at what point like that starts happening, like that shift, but from you reaching out to them, reaching out to you.
Yeah.
But also, how does like the bar owner know what people are asking for? Is he asking the bartenders, hey, what are people asking for, type of thing?
Yeah, I'm sure the bartenders at one point like, yo, everyone's asking for this.
For
Can
this
we just
stupid
get
thing,
it?
get it?
Like, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Got you. Because I know like Portnoy did a whole thing with like Heineken and everything.
Yeah, I think
right?
that's what got them to that
to that level. Yeah.
Sure.
Have you thought of that, doing like a big kind of like deal with like a?
It costs money.
Costs a lot of money. Yeah, that's the problem.
You gotta just like get like a group of just like 1,000 college kids to just go to the bars and just like say like, hey, you got any Kamotí? Like, and then just have like 20 of them say that, and then they're like, what the fuck is this? And then they search it, they reach out, and they're like, I guess we gotta order some.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like the fraternity stuff, like
frat
stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I hope they like the brand and the product, and they do that on their own for sure.
Yeah,
it's a lot of just hustle.
It's just hustle, man.
Hustle.
It's crazy. There's no.
I'm a strong believer in you build a product, like you build it, they will come type thing, you know. So, this is all brand new. This packaging and even the messaging and the brand story behind it, been building really, really intensely the last year, and we're just been starting to get it out there. And I think what we're creating is gonna, people are really gonna, affiliate themselves with it, for sure.
And like they're doing a crowdfunding now too, so like everyone can like invest in it too. Yeah. And it's kind of funny. I was thinking about this, like as you drink it, you're helping your investment grow.
You make more money.
You make more money, which is
more shots,
crazy.
more money.
Yeah. And don't forget, got to drink mindfully and responsibly.
Of course.
But I feel like you could be, a brand ambassador for your own company in a sense. Like you're when you buy into the round through Start Engine, you are becoming an owner of the company.
For sure.
You got a little piece of equity.
It's kind of funny. Start Engine, like they have ads on CNBC with Kevin O'Leary's head on them. Yeah. Kevin O'Leary's like an investor in Start Engine.
Yeah.
No, so it's a legit company. It's very legit. It's like Indiegogo, those type of things, right?
Apparently the acceptance rate's very low. We got accepted.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So what would that process look like too? I'm curious.
Oh, it was tedious. It's all through SEC compliance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's like it's a lot. So the record to get on board on the Start Engine was 60 days. My partner and I did it in 70. So we just missed it.
Damn.
And that's because we had to switch from an LLC to a C Corp.
Yeah, that's probably part of it.
Like, dude, it's
like Delaware C Corp and all that stuff. Exactly. Yeah. That's all fun stuff. Damn.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask a more personal question. As you've been getting into all this like business stuff in the business world, you've probably started to get consumed in it.
Yeah.
And you probably have like high school, college friends hitting you up being like, yo, like, let's go out, let's do this, let's do that. And you're just like, I gotta work today or I gotta do this. Have you had any like people that you've distanced yourself or they've distanced themselves from you because of like business?
Yeah, that's a great question, man. I used to have, not that I used to, I have a lot of friends and I used to talk to them regularly, daily. And it's just, it's a good thing, you know what I mean? Because I'm focused on my business. So that definitely decreases, you know what I mean? But when I see them and catch up with them, it's like nothing ever changed. They're all cool and totally understanding. You know what I mean? I'm sure some people wish they could see me more. I obviously wish I could see them more. Even my family, this is full time, dude. Like yesterday I was getting a haircut. I'm like, I'm about to pass out. Like I forgot to like drink water. Like, you know what I mean? It's a grind. But to your point, it definitely decreases. But I think the goal is to do this because then I could eventually spend more time with them and have that. Yeah, exactly.
It's a little bit of like a paradox, like people go on vacation or like to Mexico, for example, they say everyone, it's like, oh, it's so cheap here, XYZ. And then everyone from Mexico, like they're flying out to here to get a better life in the United States. And like, I feel like everyone just wants what they can't have. It's like they trade time for money.
Yeah.
And then once they get money, they pay to get their time back.
Yeah. That's a good point.
That's nuts. I'm curious too, like, where are you trying to get this brand to? And like, how long do you think it takes to get to where you want to get it?
I think Kamotí could be a household name, right? We're pioneering a category of low ABV shots, right? And there's a need for this. People want to do shots, but they don't want to get the full effect, and they want it to taste good, and they want to do shots with someone who doesn't normally do shots, and this is a good segue to do it. So people are drinking more mindfully and more consciously, meaning they're they're drinking, but they're being more conscious about their drinking.
Yeah.
So, the lower alcohol content allows you to do that while still being able to do shots. And even people are heading towards not drinking at all, but no one's going to just, society's not going to just go from drinking to not drinking. There's going to be a transition. And I think this is a great transition piece, because I do think shot culture isn't going anywhere, and I do think there's a lot of positives.
Shotgun's been around for like 1,000 years or whatever.
Whenever alcohol was friggin' invented,
literally.
Nut job figured that out. But,
but it's not going anywhere.
I think it's great, dude. Like, you run into an old college buddy at a bar, you're like, let's do a shot, or you make someone's
birthday or something.
Someone's birthday, celebratory thing,
business deal.
And it allows you to still have that occasion if you're trying to not get as drunk or drink mindfully. So
for people in Jersey, you talk about like what places you're actually in, if people are around the areas, or you don't want to talk about places
I don't want to do that because these people would be like, "Oh, you said them, you didn't say me." You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's on your site. It's on your site though, right?
Yeah.
Like you're like, it's like a store locator.
Loophole. It'll show you exactly the closest stores to you.
That's so funny. That's true. Everyone's gonna be like, why the hell did you say my name? Oh man.
And they'll hold me to it, bro.
Oh man.
You gotta give me hats now.
You have to give me a free case.
Have you had any opportunities like fall on your desk while building this, that like kind of that shiny object? Your friend like made $1 million with NFTs. This guy did crypto. This guy like maybe, I don't know, different type of consumer beverage product or consumer product. Have you ever like had that itch to try something else that you've had to like shut out, or?
No, seriously. I really
have
a vision of where this wants to be, where it can be and what it could do. And I won't stop till I get it there, honestly. Not so much you were asking, but I was going to be a fireman, actually. I was really high on the list. I was in the process. I was up to
so Staten Island, man.
I know, dude. Dude, I really branched out. I moved to Jersey City.
Jersey City, yeah.
Started my own business. But yeah, I think I still would have had a great life doing that. But I'm happy, I did this as well.
Do you think it's like easier to stay focused because it's like a very physically intensive business as opposed to like digitally? Like, there's not a ton that you're doing online with this, right?
That's true. Yeah, I do think so, because we just started getting back into digital, but I was off social media for a long time. I don't keep up with like news, current events. I'm just locked in on this.
Question for you: you think he could do TikTok organic for this?
Probably. You could do TikTok organic for anything.
Have you heard of, you've heard of TikTok organic?
No.
So it's pretty much like there's like these like creators type of thing that are like really, really good like making viral videos on TikTok.
Really?
So like you line up like 20 to 30 of them, and they just have like their own accounts on TikTok. You could make it like Kamotí shots with 2 S's,
and have them like go out to the bars and like film themselves like taking shots or like ordering it, getting it.
Yeah. So like a lot of guys in e-commerce do this where like they'll have the product or whatever, and they'll just like line up like 20 to 30 like they're not even influencers, they're just like normal people.
Yeah.
You pay them like $400 a month or whatever, and they'll make like a video a day every single day for you.
Wow.
And you line up like 30 of them,
and they just one of them catches.
And then
more than one. Get tons of impressions for like way cheaper than ads.
Yeah.
Like we had a buddy on the pod who did the same thing, but for what's it called? Like concerts, like events. So he sold like 1,000 tickets at like $50 a ticket.
From
just like
organic videos.
TikTok, organic videos. Yeah.
That's interesting. Because the new algorithm isn't about followers, right?
No, it's just about like the video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Is it TikTok getting banned? We got to get this up before you guys
get. No, they've said that like a couple dozen times. Like I don't think it's.
I feel like that could be like a low, like at max will cost you $10,000 to test that for like a month. You know what I mean?
Organic.
It's like a strategy of like TikTok, and like there's a whole bunch of guys.
Where you find them like Upwork or something?
What happened?
Where would you find someone like?
No, like
Upwork?
You could literally like talk to like a college sorority house and literally be like, do you do 5? You want extra $100 this month?
But also like there's like specific people on TikTok that are like really, really good at these things. Like, we can connect you like one of our buddies who does this like
I'll
a bunch.
Like they know how to actually make
like they know how to do it right, and like I think it like works really, really well, because like I guess TikTok can't stop you from putting up videos about this, right? Like,
they have really strict laws about alcohol.
Okay.
I guess because
you just can't like run ads behind it, but like organically, everything's fair game.
You can you could post for the most part.
At least on that platform. I don't know about Instagram and the regulations there, but
no, that's it. Definitely interesting.
Yeah, for sure. Because I feel like you could drive people to stores or like just thinking about it, be like, what the hell is this? You know what I mean?
No, I think I think just getting the word out there that there's a bottled green tea option is valuable.
Because like, you were even saying like pretty much you have two budgets. One budget is just like production. The other budget is marketing, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you just got to spend a lot of money on marketing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty much how this works, you know?
And we are moving more digital because we feel our demographic, that's more what they relate to. And these big alcohol brands, it's like we can't compete with them. Like,
I feel like there's a beauty in the physical aspect of it though, because like everyone wants to go digital and they want to try the new sexy thing, but like at the end of the day, like this thing's recession proof, it's AI proof.
Yeah.
Like you get to actually like touch it, feel it, hold it, and there's a different element of like brand in that than just
I think the crazy piece is that it's cheap too. It's like $18 a bottle. You said
$17, $16.
Why don't you make it like $50 a bottle?
You're getting there.
What?
You're getting there.
I'm just like, why don't you make like $50 a bottle?
Because the idea is that you're going to do a lot of shots. You know what I mean? Like there's 17 shots in that bottle. I'm telling you, have a party, a get together, they're going to fly, you know?
So they're going to buy like
multiple bottles. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, listen, we're a startup. We'll have bigger formats, you know, a bigger bottle, one with a handle.
With a light under.
Yeah.
With the handle, Tito's.
Sparkler coming out of it.
Yeah, that's part of the next steps for us in terms of Kamotí. We want new formats, new flavors. Like, you know, we're going to go.
Can you get to like supermarket and stuff like that? Or is that like a whole nother thing too?
So supermarkets,
like
I think we're too much
called?
Alcohol. We got to figure it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like Fireball got in trouble for that.
Well, what about like the big...
It's different every state though, right? Like,
yeah, it's a lot.
What about like liquor stores and stuff like that?
Yeah, liquor stores, yeah.
You could do that, right? Yeah.
A lot of liquor stores.
For sure.
Actually.
Yeah. Damn. No, to me, it's so different. It's not even like where you take this, but like, I feel like it's just a lot of sales and just like grind at this point. Yeah.
For sure. We like the biggest reason Kamotí has such traction right now and the way it's gonna go is like we have this utility function where we mentioned before it saves the bars and the bartender's time and that's where we get that entry into an account relatively quickly. It helps the sales process. But with that being said, we use that as a segue to what's called off-premise, people enjoying them outside of the bar, right? So you first see it in the bar, oh shit, I'm gonna go buy it at the liquor store. So we actually seen that happen. We started like very on-premise heavy, meaning in bars.
Yeah.
And we're like, this is going to cause what we call like a halo effect. All the liquor stores around those bars started to sell more Kamotí. So that's kind of the strategy.
And what's more expensive, like to a bar, a shot of this or making a shot of this?
So depending on the ingredients, we're about the same or a little cheaper.
Really?
And then if you go like super cheap, like the cheapest shit you could get, you're about like, they're like 20 cents cheaper a shot.
Okay.
So a bar would have to sell 100 shots to save $20.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you can sell it to them like that. Be like, this is as cheap, if not cheaper than making the normal shot. Yeah.
When they are using the cheap stuff, they're like pre-batching it and then they're using like a plastic bottle or a clear empty bottle.
Yeah.
As a customer, I'm spending money. I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't even know what's in that. Like, you know what I mean? Like you could literally put whatever you want in that. There could be no whiskey in it, or there could be too much whiskey in it, or you know, too much vodka and or no vodka. So I'm going here drinking. I'm going into here drinking. I'm a green tea shot. It's not that much alcohol in it. If you put too much in it, you could mess up my night. Or if you put none in it, I just spent money for nothing. So at least this, you get that security as a customer or a consumer that you know what you're getting.
Yeah, I feel like if you're at like a nice restaurant in New York City, like and you get one of these, they come out with a bottle, like you'd be willing to pay a little bit more for that than if they were
what
just
the hell
like,
is this?
Yeah. It's not most bars, like nice places like that aren't doing that. It's like the busy bars, the dive bars that do that. And listen, I understand 100%.
I wonder why.
It's just cheaper.
So
I was just trying to make money. That's it.
Yeah. Those bar strategy is just to
the cheapest shit possible.
Cheapest shit possible. But
more volume.
Yeah, I think customers will get consumers will get more educated and aware that there's better options. Like when you go to a bar, no one's like, let me get your well vodka and club. Like everyone's saying Tito's or Kettle. You know what I mean? Eventually someone's gonna see them using well stuff to make that. They might be like, no, I prefer a Kamotí.
So are you selling this like same like at a wholesale rate to the bars, I'm assuming, and then retail rate like higher?
Retail, you mean by like liquor stores?
Yeah.
So they get it pretty similar.
Gotcha.
Interesting. Because like I would wonder why you wouldn't, I guess, consumer charge more and then just charge less if it's like wholesale to like a bar or a liquor store.
Make the price. Because the way it works in price posting, each state's different. Price posting, you have to post with your bottle, your
to the
case
state.
price once a month. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. And you can't make one on premise one price and off premise another price.
Oh, so every bar's buying the case at the same exact price.
Wow.
Oh yeah. That's a big thing, right? So you can't sell to X bar right here, the busiest bar on the block, for cheaper because they sell more than the mom and pop bar next door that's a little slower.
Oh, interesting.
It keeps the playing field fair.
And then technically, like, the distributor's buying from you.
Yeah.
So like you have to give them. So like you get cut twice in a sense, right? Because like you're selling it for cheap to the distributor, and then they're like upping the price and selling it to like the bar.
Yeah.
That's tough business.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
I think like with at least some stuff that I've done in like the consumer product space, you learn that like over time it's better to try to, not necessarily better or worse, like there's different players in the game, but to try to position yourself like more premium instead of to try to go the commoditized route where it's like because eventually you just like cut margins so low that you're essentially like making nothing.
But the problem is a green tea shot's not a premium thing.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
It's like, I eventually think we could do like a premium version of it. We are premium compared to what you're getting.
100%.
You know what I mean? Traditionally, so
it's like premium, but not at premium prices.
Yeah,
relatively speaking.
We want it to be accessible to everyone, so that's why I like our price. And it's not like it's $17.99.
That's like, I think it's perfectly. That's a solid number.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like, what's the closest thing to this on the shelves in a liquor store? Like,
any shop brand, I think we could.
And it would be priced similarly, or usually more.
Usually more. Yeah. Or about the same.
Yeah.
Booze isn't that bad. Yeah.
For sure.
Talking like the well stuff. That's
the what stuff?
Like the well.
What's
that? Like the cheapest vodka.
Oh, okay.
Booze, yeah.
Yeah, you're like the alcohol guru over here.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
you have to be.
I did a lot of market research in my 20s. No. But yeah, I've been learning like crazy. You know, this is what I do every day for sure. And there's still a ton of like my partner handles more of the operational stuff. So a lot of these questions he probably would have been better to answer.
No, for sure.
I'll do my best, but yeah, I'm more like brand and marketing and sales type stuff.
Yeah.
Well, do you and your partner disagree on things that you do often?
No, actually, which is great. We're pretty aligned, you know. Like I stay out of his way, he stays out of my way, and then like
that's how you got to do it.
Yeah, we usually you know, I go to him for some feedback and advice and stuff, and vice versa, you know. And like, dude, you know, I'm having a bad week, he'll pick up the slack from me on my end. He's having a bad week, I'll do the same, you know. So that's why it's like a great balance. We're like yin and yang.
Yeah.
We're different, but like the same. Which is
like cool. Hoshi and Komodo.
yeah. I knew somebody was gonna say that. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is cool. I want to try it. We'll try it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the bars tonight. I think.
You go to the bars tonight.
Where can people find you on social media?
At Kamotí.
He has a nice username too.
Yeah, that's why we wanted that. That's why we wanted that name. TikTok, I think at Kamotí Spirits. And YouTube, Kamotí Spirits. We're going to work on getting those Kamotis.
You gotta get the Kamotis up.
Yeah. I don't know who these people are, why they have Kamotí.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
You message them, they just won't respond for a year, then they'll come back and be like, 20 grand.
There was some guy.
I think that should be, something needs to be done about this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's some guy who, you know, I'll tell you after. He owns the Instagram handle Vaping. So it's just like the word vaping or whatever. So you go to the piece, he texts me, he's like, yo, you know anyone wants to buy this? So I look it up and it's literally like, there's no followers. It's like zero. It's just vaping.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, how much?
Yeah.
How much did he tell me for the page? 10K. And I'm like, dude, it's like, this is
actually
like
not bad.
I think that's stupid though. Who cares?
Yeah.
But you go to any like actual like I don't know
any vape company. No,
like
to them it's worth something. But I'm like, dude, it's like a highway robbery right there.
That's
ridiculous. It's crazy. It's like digital real estate.
Literally, yeah.
It's worth something.
It's like a domain and all this type of crap too.
Yeah, I mean,
for sure.
That's gonna be the next move, digital real estate. Like I think like Bitcoin's technically like almost digital.
Yeah, it's a whole story in itself. You own Bitcoin or no?
Yeah,
you do. You like it
for a long time.
Really?
Well, you definitely like it right now.
Oh yeah, but that was my plan when I got in. Like right around probably when I started my first business when I started playing. Yeah,
in 2012.
Yeah,
holy shit.
When was it like $1,000? That's when I started.
Jeez.
Yeah.
5, 6
Me
years
and my
ago?
buddies, my old partners at my other business, we were
Oh, so that's where he's making the real money with the Bitcoin.
Definitely helps.
Yeah, I wish I could leverage it, but it's not really good. We were using it for the wrong reasons.
Selling drugs. Yeah.
We were gambling, you know. I think we bet the Mavs when they played. We bet the Heat when they played the Mavs in the finals and they lost.
Oh shoot!
And at the time we threw like $1,000. That was like a lot of money.
Yeah.
But that was like, bro, I don't know how many Bitcoins that was we put on it.
Oh, and all like the
it would have been like $600 million. So we lost like $600 million on the Heat game.
Oh, like the online gaming was like with Bitcoin.
Yeah,
like
it was
that.
just easy.
Yeah.
It was cool. Like,
wow.
It was easy. It was cool. Yeah.
We didn't like. Yeah, there was no DraftKings and shit yet. We were doing it that way.
I guess it's the benefit to being in that world of like gaming is you got into crypto a little earlier.
Yeah. I got in it for the wrong reasons, but the more I learned about it, I was like, wow, this
actually makes sense in other places.
This is great. It makes total sense. And I think now is when it's going to start really getting adopted for sure.
Which is crazy because it's been around for like a while.
15 years, I think.
Yeah.
Drink some Kamotí, buy some Bitcoin.
I read some crazy article yesterday about the tie between Bitcoin and psychedelics and how it helping mental health and all that. I don't know.
We'll throw green tea in the mix.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Kamotí too.
Yeah.
If you're drinking Kamotí shots, you'll know when to buy Bitcoin and when to sell it.
Yeah, forget the psychedelics, you know? Anyways, man, now we appreciate you coming on.
Man.
Now I was saying link in the description below, Kamotí.com, and also like the
crowdfunding.
The crowdfunding. I keep fucking blanking.
Yeah, it's startengine.com.
Startengine.com/Kamotí. And I think like the minimum is $350 that you can invest. So it's not a lot of money. Like it's easy. And honestly, I think it's gonna be a big deal.
Yeah.
I'd say probably within the next like 3 to 5 years, I could see this being legit. Yeah. So like I fuck with it. I did not expect this conversation. So I was like, no, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the thing too. You know, people have low expectations with this, but I like to think I'm a little business savvy.
No, 100%. No. I didn't mean like on your end. I meant literally like this is a hard as fuck thing to figure out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like I think it's so unique that like who would have think green tea shot in a bottle like that actually kind of makes sense. You know,
makes a lot of sense.
Makes a lot of sense, right?
Yeah.
Now it's just up to like how the hell do you get this out to like a lot of people? That's the hardest part.
It takes time and people.
Yeah. You'll figure it out.
I low-key think you're the right guy to do it though. You've been drinking since you were 18.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Born for this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Shout out. So if you were to go and advertise this on social media, you'd probably have a very tough time because of like ad account bans, rejections, disapprovals. One of our sponsors is MediaGlobe.io. They essentially provide ad accounts, enterprise accounts, corporate agency accounts, fancy terminology for like you get a little bit of an
bulletproof accounts.
You get a little bit of an in with, Facebook, TikTok, Google, these platforms that generally are tougher to advertise. And they'll tell you like, hey, if you want to advertise this, you got to do it this specific way. Or like, we'll connect you with a rep here so that you can like advertise it and not get in trouble like you would on a normal account.
Yeah.
But if you're running an e-commerce brand, a service-based business, any of that, these guys are awesome. Like you can spend as much as you want, unlimited support. They're actually a team of like marketers. So they know what they're doing and they can consult you a little bit, whatever you're doing there. They spent like hundreds of millions of dollars on ads. So shout out to MediaGlobe.io.
They're the best.
Check them out. Link in the description.
Link in the description.
Now,
I think
shout out
Kamoti's
Jake.
going to be in the description.
Too.
Yeah. Now, if you ever did want to advertise this and there was a way to do it, they would know how to do it.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people we know, like in e-commerce brands, they'll sell like a shapewear product and it shows someone's like butt or like, this little side boob and like that'll get flagged by social media, but they help with all that fun stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, catch you guys all in the next one.
Yeah,
Make sure
we'll
you
see you
like,
in the next
comment,
episode.
subscribe. Yes. That's all it's about. We always forget that. Now we're up to like 3,100 subs. So
on YouTube, yeah.
So like keep it going and we appreciate you guys and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Yeah.
Later.
See ya.
Peace.
Take you guys.